epididymis. It is body and tail. And in head of epididymis, present duct, ductus epididymidis, and this duct go to tail, and from tail start ductus deferens. Ductus deferens. All of the structures you can see here. That is internal structure of the testes. But we continue this diagram, and ductus deferens go to inguinal canal, and from inguinal canal go to stomach, go to urinary bladder, go to urinary bladder. It is urinary bladder, and from urinary bladder start what? Urethra. It is prostate gland. Prostata. It is vesiculis seminalis, seminal vesicles, and duct of seminal vesicles has name ductus excretorius. This duct, ductus excretorius, joined together with deferent duct and formed ductus ejaculatorius. Ductus ejaculatorius go into urethra and insert into it. And necessary to know parts of deferent duct. Ductus deferens has 4 parts. First part, it is pars testicularis because it's behind the testes. Second part, it passes in funiculus spermaticus. That is why this part of deferent duct has name pars funicularis. Next, it's go into inguinal canal. That is why it is pars inguinalis. And last part, it's pass in pelvis. That is why it is pars pelvina. And it is deferent duct joined with ductus excretorius and formed ductus ejaculatorius. This moment described in text, and it is, you can see that ductus deferens joined with ductus excretorius and form ductus ejaculatorius, and ductus ejaculatorius go to pass through prostata and go to urethra. It's described, but necessary to draw all of this diagram together. Clear? Yeah. Next moment. I think you know that testes start to develop in abdominal cavity and then descend into the scrotum. And if we look on abdominal wall, what is external coat of abdominal wall? First coat, it is skin. Under the skin present what? Fat. That is subcutaneous fat. Next, below of fat present first fascia, superficial fascia, then muscles, then one again fascia, and behind of fascia peritoneum. That is walls of anterior abdominal wall, layers of anterior abdominal wall. And when testes descend, it take all of these layers and formed scrotum. And scrotum, layers of scrotum or coats of the testes correspond to each layers on anterior abdominal wall. Look here, skin of the scrotum, that is the scrotum, and it is testes. Skin of the scrotum, it corresponds to the skin of anterior abdominal wall. Next, it is subcutaneous fat in scrotum. This layer has name tunica dartas. Tunica dartas. It's have not got fat, but a lot of connective tissue and smooth muscles. And name of this layer, tunica dartas, without fat, but connective tissue with smooth muscles. That is tunica dartas. Next layer, fascia fascia spermatica externa, fascia spermatica externa. It corresponds to superficial fascia of the abdomen. Next fascia, if you remember inguinal canal and superficial inguinal ring, it is superficial inguinal ring, and it has fibra intercruralis. In the region of superficial inguinal ring, and these fibers, fibra intercruralis, continue to funiculus spermaticus and continue to scrotum like fascia cremasterica. Fascia cremasterica, it corresponds to fibra intercruralis. Next, it is muscle, musculus cremaster. This muscle, it is continuation of musculus transversus abdominis and musculus obliquus internus abdominis. Continuation of these muscles. Next fascia, it is fascia spermatica interna. It is continuation of fascia transversalis. And last coat, it is what? Peritoneum. In time of development, peritoneum from abdominal wall go to the testes, and here it is formed two layers, parietal and visceral, and then, sorry.